afternoon, good evening, folks. It's your man, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube, folks. I have some special guests here, and this is a rare opportunity. I got two women at the same time, so you don't get to do that too often. So we have here. This is an interview with the lovely Mrs. Lisa Hill, and also her coach and friend, the lovely Mrs. Trish Wood. Now, Trish has been on here before. She's a guest. You know, Trish is already qualified for the 2025 Masters Olympia. Congratulations. Yeah. And Lisa just made her debut last year. She did it was a California state. That was the first show?
Yeah, I did the Modesto show. And then I did Legion in Reno.
All right. So we're going to talk to both Lisa and also to Trish about, especially with Lisa, how she got started in bodybuilding, her plans, and also we might even get a little feedback from Trish, her plans. So welcome, ladies, and thank you for coming down here. I appreciate the time you're giving me.
Thank you for having us.
All righty. So Lisa, what got you started? Is that calling the sport of muscle and masculinity? Appreciate it.
So it actually was kind of by accident. I started just as a health and fitness journey to lose weight. And like most people that just come in and lose weight by doing cardio and cutting calories, I became kind of flabby and saggy and weak. So I enlisted the help of a personal trainer who helped me start building muscle to tone up. And I just liked the aesthetic and the strength. So I kept going. I set a goal for myself. I reached that goal and I set a new goal. So I just kind of found a love for the sport, the strength, and the way I look.
Yeah, it's like I said. Sorry. Bodybuilding is a tough process, especially when you get into it. I know quite a few ladies who got in because of health issues. They wanted to lose some weight, and then they found a passion for it because it'll take about like Trish. She understands that how she got into the sport. So your first show was in the Golden State, California. What was that experience like? That first time on stage for yourself?
Oh my gosh, I was so nervous because I set that show as a goal just to kind of keep myself disciplined and see if I could do it. But it was way out of my comfort zone to step on stage like that. But just stepping on the stage with the support that I had from friends and family in the audience, having Trish back there with me, it was exhilarating. I just found a passion for it. I loved it. I felt so good on stage and coming off stage. I knew I wanted to do it again right away.
Mm-hmm. And Trish, how long have you and Lisa been working together in her process?
Let's see, I helped her with her first show. I actually got her about 2 weeks out from her first show. So I kind of had to do a little repair work first. So we kind of got her through that first show, and then we had to do a little bit of recomp up until her second show. And that's where I really got to help her look a lot better. Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good. We have here a man, KL, the one coming through. He says, hey, what's Muscle Talk Sunday? Nah, brother, we're just doing two interviews at the same time. Also, this is from Chris Mass. He says, both you ladies look fantastic. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Also, he's asking, what divisions are you ladies in? So, like I said, Trish is a Physique IFB Pro, also Olympian, and also Master Olympia. And Lisa just made her debut in Physique.
Correct.
A lot of competitors usually, when they make a debut, they usually go with bikini. So why Physique over that division?
I have more muscle than bikini. I actually looked at figure first. To be honest, the heels took me right out of that. I met Trish at a posing seminar for figure. And she told me I looked miserable in the heels, and I was. And she took a look at me and said that I would be a good physique competitor and that I could pose barefoot. So I was all in.
Yeah, I know. Talk to ladies who get in figures. They don't like the high heels. I mean, you have to find ways to keep them on your feet. I mean, that those crazy stories. It's tough. So,
Just wasn't my thing.
Yeah. Now, you also your wife and mother. So what do your kids feel about? Your husband feel about you competing?
So actually, I am no longer married. So that first he was not supportive of my bodybuilding. And that was kind of the end of that relationship because I found a lot of confidence and self-worth in my bodybuilding and my time in the gym. So to me, that's what makes me happy. So I chose to pursue that. My kids are actually very supportive of me. They all drove in or flew in to be at my first show for me. So they're very supportive and very proud of me.
Yeah, I mean, I did interview one lady. She told me her and her husband they got divorced because like he didn't like her doing bodybuilding because he felt like always the issue when you start to develop muscle and the idea of a woman is to be feminine, to be soft. But you found something that you love. And if he couldn't understand that, well, the best way to say fuck him. That's all I can say. You have to love, yeah. Because when you get to the sport, you have to truly love it. Because one thing, it's not very profitable, especially for the women. The cost of your not just paying for your coach, traveling to the shows, your amateur, you got to pay interest fees, and then your suits, and everything that's involved in it. I mean, what do you do for a living?
I manage a medical office. So I was also very fortunate that the doctors that I work for, they also are very supportive of my bodybuilding. They were all at my first show. They sponsored my suit. And they let me have time off work to go do posing and things like that. So I've been very lucky to be surrounded by some very supportive people.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's tough, especially most people don't understand bodybuilding. You look at this weird sport because it's not like any mainstream sport. If you look at football, basketball, baseball, all of the, even now, I used to remember when I was coming up, bodybuilding used to be on network television. You see it on ABC, NBC, you see it on ESPN, but now they show stuff like cornhole and poker. Yeah. Here we have a comment here from my man, KL. He says, the coach and the client interview, cool. Appreciate that, brother. And also he says, wow, a divorce because of bodybuilding seems unreal. Well, like I said, it happens because, it's tough, like I said again, to be a woman and to do this sport. And the time you have to put into it, the investment into it. And also you find a passion for it. And most people, like your family members or friends, I've heard stories where they said that they lost friends because they got used to them with a certain look. I developed.
I probably have lost friends because of it. But I think I've gained more friends because of it. I just tend to surround myself with people who understand it and support it and appreciate it. I found a great friend in Trish and some of the other girls at her gym. So it's a different life, but it's nice to be surrounded by people who support and appreciate and also understand what it is that you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. And I know, Trish, you're proud of your friend and client. I mean, she came a long way as she has, and she found a passion for the sport, and she's really, looks like she's really making some improvements.
Yeah, she's making some serious improvements, putting on a lot of muscle. And I think the most proud I am is because she really had a hard prep, like before she got into the right hands.
Yeah, I know prep is tough.
Yeah, especially she was really run down.
Especially when it comes down to food, because sometimes like just had Christmas, just had Thanksgiving. I mean, it's temptation. It's awful, but you know what? Anything you want bad enough, you can overlook the temptation.
Yes.
So, folks, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Lisa's IG. You want to follow Lisa or you want to follow Trish? I can put her link in later. But Trish knows my rules. I tell this to guys out there, and this is a disclaimer for you. I just tell Lisa because you guys out there, guys, no the pics. Stop. She has kids.
We're good.
You got kids, man.
If I want one, I'll ask for one.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, some guys get. I've been doing this for a bit while, and some ladies I tell friends with, they tell me crazy shit. I mean, guys are weird like that. I wouldn't do it, But that's just some guys. So folks, we're jumping through social media for a bit, and you want to follow. Like I say, you want to follow her. Her link is in the description of the live stream, and this is like I said, support her. So here she is. She's working out. What at the last show, what was critique from the judges? Because I know a lot of competitors like to ask, get some feedback from the judges.
Sure. At my first show, they actually asked me to come in a little bit leaner. I think I came in at that show at about 11% body fat. So I came in at Legion probably at about 7 to 8% body fat. And the feedback from the judge at that point was to put on a little bit more muscle. So that's what I've been working on. I've been adding muscle, and I'm at least 8 pounds up of muscle since that show.
Yeah, it's exciting. The work y'all put in. Here y'all is another one of your friends is Happy New Year. Hope y'all enjoyed your New Year. Yeah. Also, here she is. Like, when you feel like, which is your best feature in your mindset? The thing that really stands out about you physically.
For me, what I think people notice the most is going to be my biceps, my arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's the thing you feel like you need to work on the most?
My back. So we're working on bigger lats, bigger quads.
Yeah, I often hear that the back is the very staple, especially when you're training, you're building your body, because the judges. I've seen ladies who come in great condition, but then if the back's not that same condition, they lost. I've seen some women just look good in the front, but then when you turn around the back, if everything's not popping, you don't have the strong, good glute tie-ins. If you're you don't have that pop around the traps. It's about build a body. It's a process.
Yes. So mine's about getting a little bit bigger lat spread. Because I'm a little wider in the waist, I have a lot of waist muscle. So it's making the waist look smaller. So we're going to do that by bringing the back and the quads up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's important. And I know that's one thing Trish is working with you the most.
Yes.
Because what, this is, like I said, bodybuilding is a process. And most people don't understand what it takes, the time, the sacrifice you have to make. I know there's days where you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to work out, you want to lay in the bed, sleep and rest. You want to eat some, really greasy, salty food. But when you're determined enough, those things not that important.
No, you do make sacrifices, and it doesn't feel like a sacrifice because I know I'll make the progress that I need to make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, you gotta respect this. This is a little picture after the Legions. Look really good. I mean, just like I said, you work on those things, make the improvements. You eventually get your pro card. So, are we planning to do a pro qualifier this year, or you feel like you need more time?
No, so I did qualify last year at my first show. But I'm going to do another pre-qualifier June 7th in Sacramento, just because I want to get some judge feedback to see what they're going to be looking for. And then I do plan to compete for my pro card in Pittsburgh in July, mid-July.
So that sounds like you're doing the teen collegiate show, or is it that I just want to give you shows. They also have North Americans. I mean, that's really, that's where bodybuilding is. The Manions family are in Pittsburgh. Gary Udit. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Manions. I mean, just recently they talked about this new fit model division. Excuse me. I just because
I'm gonna second that.
Yeah, because a while back, Trish was on a live from my man Jeremy of of the Art of Female Muscle, and she said basically it's about basic bitches. That's what it is. That's how she said it. And that's the thing is, I understand it's about trying to make money and try to get more mainstream attention to bodybuilding. But the thing is, when this is going to come in, it's going to evolve just like bikini has, like wellness, physique, and figure. If you look at the girls now, it won't take it long because bodybuilding is a very, I would say, influential and very extreme sport.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely changes all the time, and they always end up going to that nth degree. So, yeah, if they can get it reeled in where it needs to be and where they actually start it and leave it there, it'd be okay. Then it'll at least be different than bikini.
Yeah. So I think the thing is, instead of sitting and solving the problem you have now in front of you and just fixing that thing, instead of like, okay, you got women who look like more like a certain division, you should tell them, hey, move up here. Or you tell them, hey, pull back a little bit because you're looking too much like particular division. You have women figure look more like physique. You have physique that got women's bodybuilding. You know, instead of just putting on another thing on top of it. You know, what's your thoughts as a competitor, Lisa? As you see, you know, bodybuilding, you've been doing this for a while.
So because I never, to be honest, I never even watched bodybuilding prior to this last year. So I don't know a lot about where it was before, but what I do see is, like you said, I see a lot of figure women, looking like physique women. And yeah, I don't have a lot of thought on the fit model category because I really don't understand that, to be honest. I thought bikini was kind of small enough. And yeah, I do see the physique women getting bigger and bigger, but I don't see that there's much bodybuilding out there as far as the bodybuilding category. I haven't been to a show yet that had bodybuilding women in it, because I think it seems like they're bringing the physique to be bigger and bigger, kind of pushing that out a little bit.
Yeah, I know you competed in Legions and later won in your division. That was Brittany Diamond, and she did this.
Yes.
She did the nationals. Did both physique and women's bodybuilding. And I interviewed a lady who got both her pro cards in both those divisions. She won the overall women's bodybuilding, and she got a pro card as a physique competitor. It's just so easy. It seems like one lady told me that there should be no crossover. Where
it kind of seems like it's taking away from the physique competitors if a bodybuilding competitor can take that pro card also.
Yeah, that's so funny. Here we got here from my man Chris Max. He says, I hate the fit model division too. Also, he says bikini and wellness, too, not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a much fan, but I respect these ladies who do that divisions. And says, I bet you would interview someone in the division, George, would be nice. I might, because I've interviewed bikini competitors. Teresa was my first wellness pro that I got to interview. So, most of the ladies who do wellness, I think more amateurs, but Teresa was my first wellness pro. It was a great opportunity. And I got a friend, her name is Gita. She was doing physique, women's bodybuilding, and she switched over to wellness last year. This is from my man Stefan Prey. Shout out to Stefan. He says, good luck this 2025 season. You all appreciate that, brother.
Thank you very much.
Also, I have to understand the difference between fitness and bikini with the body types. Yeah, like I said, you look at it, like if you just saw recently, Mrs. Prescott has switched over. She's going to be doing figure this upcoming season. I mean, and she's was a 3-time fitness division champion. And as a competitor, other than Trish, Lisa, you read about you follow that you're a fan of?
What was that?
Is there anybody in the sport? Is there anybody in the sport you follow that you're a fan of?
Oh, I love Dana Lynn Bailey. I do follow her.
Yeah, I think that's the standard for a lot of women, especially physique competitor, Dana Lynn Bailey. She's all right. Me personally, I'm going to say this. I'm always been a fan of women's bodybuilding, and one person, I'm a fan of, always going to be a fan of, and that is, I have to pull up Andrea Shaw.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. I mean, she brought a new level to women's bodybuilding, and you look at how the sport has evolved over the years. You look from, I've been following bodybuilding for a long time, from Corey Everson to Linda Murray to Iris Kyle, just amazing women in the sport, and as a competitor, what did you feel like that really motivates you to compete, to get up in the morning and do what you do?
I do it to keep me disciplined. I have to have a goal to always work towards. I think it's a good goal. It keeps me on track. It keeps me focused. It keeps me disciplined. And like I said, the second I stepped on that stage, I knew that was for me. Just that feeling of, I did that, I completed that, whether I won or not, just to get up there and be in that realm was a great accomplishment.
Yeah. Anybody who gets in the sport, gotta respect the passion for it. Because most mindset of most people, they think about bodybuilding, is you take steroids, and you be like, oh, no. That's only a small factor to it. If you're not consistent, you don't follow your diet, you don't be disciplined, it's easy to lose motivation on a bad day. But if you have that discipline, which keeps you going, like to quote my man Rocky Balboa, no matter how much you could hit, but take the hit to keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we know Trish is doing the Masters Olympia. Are there any plans to do another show, for Olympic qualification this year?
Yeah, I think Masters Olympia is probably going to be my first show just because they moved it back weeks. And possibly Florida. See.
Yeah, I know. I think it was supposed to be the end of August. They moved it to the first week of August. And funny thing about this, during that same time, Texas Pro and the Tupelo Pro is going on. I don't know if they should change that because there's a lot of competitors that probably want to do one of those shows, especially when they get qualification. So, ladies, what do you feel like that really, as a competitor, really makes you feel that just understand what's involved in this and the work you put in?
I found just the camaraderie with it. I think people that are in doing the same thing backstage, when you're seeing people, when you're coming into these shows, the support for each other, cheering for each other. I think that to me, that brings everything together. To be with those people that do understand what it is you're doing. And like you said, there's people on the outside that just, they take a bunch of steroids or they just do this. But the people that are in there and cheering you on, doing it with you, understand, and that's a great feeling of camaraderie and understanding. So that's a great thing for me, to be backstage talking to people, doing the same thing I was doing and supporting each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know with your kids, they stand behind you, but you got a couple of boys. I don't know if I see my mom in the bikini and says, "Hey, who's that hot chick upstage?" That's my mom. You be like fighting. You be like, "Hey, that's my mom."
I think my older son does get some comments from his friends, but he's like, "Mom, I'm proud of you. You do you."
That's good. I think that's the thing is a lot of ladies who I've interviewed who have families and children. It's good to have that support. And like I said, your ex-husband, like if anything, you know what? You have to support the woman that you love, whatever she does. It may not something that you like, but we stand by them, to see them through the hard times. But you got to respect when you get into the sport, the discipline, the work you put into it. Instead, again, it costs y'all ladies way more compared to the guys. They got to wear a pair of banana hammers and boy shorts. You ladies, instead, again, looking for you that you're a doctor, work before he's sponsored for your suit. Also the cost of going to the shows, paying entrance fees. Some ladies will do two divisions, so they just want to get the opportunity. If they can, like you say, one woman will do figure, then she'll do physique, or sometimes won't do physique and do bodybuilding. They want the opportunity to see if they can get regional qualified for nationals or even get the pro card.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't ruled out that I might go bodybuilding at some point in time. I do still want to grow. So we'll see where physique takes me. I do love the division and I see a lot more competition there. And I don't want to get up and be the only person. I want to compete against other people. But I haven't ruled that out. We'll just see. I set a new goal and then we'll see where that takes me.
Yeah. We got a comment from my man, Chris. He says, Ivy is desperate, positioned to try to get more people to attend shows and buy tickets to iconic that this what I take to, but money in the sport. Yeah, that's true. It's about money for us. Also, just from my man Lawrence Perkins, shout out to Lawrence. He says, good afternoon, ladies, George, and everyone on the chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming through. Also, it says self-discipline is key. That's important. So, and also, this is from my man Lawrence. He says, muscle helps in the mighty long way of our bodies. Because, like I say, you can, like I said, when you got into you're doing. What's going on? Okay. When you got into it, you were just doing cardio, but then you decided to switch over to do more weightlifting. Because most people, especially women, when they tell you you gotta lift more weights, they say like, I don't know, I can lift. I think I don't want to be like Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler. I just don't. But here's the thing: to get to that level, you have to work hard, diet, train. It's just we just like lifting weights just to help with your bones, your body. It does take muscle to really. It takes fat to your muscle. It's that same fat that's the muscle, and then to grow and develop as a person. Like you see yourself as different, you know.
Well, and it has helped me in many other ways, health-wise. I was pre-diabetic and I had high blood pressure. So all that's gone. I recently did a DEXA scan for the first time because I'm over 50. And my bone mass was at 107% of normal. So there's many, many health benefits to it that people don't realize of putting this kind of muscle on is helpful for. And it's for longevity of life.
Mm-hmm. I can understand because I am also pre-diabetic. My mother, she had diabetes. Two of my sisters have it, and at one point I was almost 500 pounds because I spent a long time taking care of my mom, and I was just putting everything her first, and put myself to the side. And when she died, I said, you know what, I got to worry about me now. So it started doing little things like, start working out at home first, and then I went to the gym for a little bit. Right now, I got two bad knees like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I can't move like I used to. I understand. Like I just turned 50 in November. I mean, half a century old. I feel like I was a kid. I was playing around, having fun. I was going to high school. We had jobs, and now I'm an old man now. Women like yourself, Trish and Lisa, mature women. This is a different level of muscle compared to more younger women.
Yes. So, yeah, it's the best thing I ever did, and I will keep going.
Well, like I said, keep going. We're doing it. Here, this is from my man Lawrence. Shout out to Lawrence. Thank you, coming through, brother. It says nothing like a family love first before everything. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. And also, we have here a man, KL says, I hope you stick with it. Yeah. So
100%.
Yeah, because this is like I said, kid, this is truly a passion sport. When you get into it, the work you put into it, the time you put into it, it's an investment for not just for yourself, but also for your health in the future. I mean, you're not bodybuilding forever. How long do you think you want to keep doing this? The same thing with Trish. How long do you think you want to keep doing this?
I'm sorry. I had my volume off so I wouldn't hear echo.
Yeah, that's all right. How long you think each of you would want to do this?
Hell, I thought I was retired.
I have no idea. I just, I know whether I'm competing or not, I will stay in the gym. So I don't know, no time frame on it for me. I can't see myself stopping anytime soon for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, you know what? This is a sport where you never know. I've seen ladies who walked away from it and started, like I know one lady, Melanie Horton, she competed in a good part of the 90s. She left, came back, started competing. She's in her almost 60. And, I see one lady, a lady used to follow Carmen Brady, just got a pro card a while back. And, it's just, like I said, again, it's a sport about passion. And we have to understand all the aspects of it, the work, the time. I mean, especially the diet part. Like, I know I often ask you this, like, Lisa, what was that thing, especially after your last show that you craved? It was calling you. It was just
chips and salsa. 100% chips and salsa. Oh. That's what called me.
Yeah. And what about you, Trish? After your last show, what was that thing that called you because you did Atlantic?
Oh, Dairy Queen, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Dairy Queen. Yeah. I mean, like I said, food is an important part, but it's all the right foods you take. I mean, we can't eat all the good sweet and sour and whatever foods. We have to be consistent, like broccoli and chicken. I know you get tired of it after a while, but for you to order to get to that next level, you have to really, accept what you get into. Because I know some people say like it does get boring, but you want to do well in the sport, you gotta take it the good with the bad. This is from man, KL. He says, hope you stick with it. Appreciate that, brother. Also, this is from man Lawrence says, that's a blessing. You don't have high blood pressure and your body well contained due to diabetes. Miss Lisa, I hope you continue on your healthy journey too. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a blessing because I can tell you the truth. I'm genetically predisposed. Both my parents I deal with, and also my father, he passed away from heart issues. A lot of but anyways, I don't want to hold y'all too long, and I do appreciate time.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to come on. I appreciate it.
Well, it's not a problem because, like I said, this is why I have this channel to have people out there who need. You never know. You can inspire somebody, being that you're a woman in your 50s who got into sport later in life. Mother, raising kids, and some responsibilities. And Trish, she's been in the game for quite some time, and she has done pretty well for herself, and helping out people, and finding their way in the sport.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing this since 2008. So, yeah, I was one of the first original physique pros. So, but you find longevity in the sport by not going nuts.
Yeah.
It's definitely a mental thing also. Mental stress relief. It's all the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, you have to really love what you do. And I know it's tough. Again, the sacrifice you have to make. I mean, there could be more things you can do with your time, but because you're determined to get to that level, especially want to be a pro, step on the stage, maybe someday you and Trish do a show together. You never know.
I don't know if I want to compete against her.
Yeah, you never know. So continue to stay on your health as well, George. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you never know because your friends. I know ladies who are friends. They love competition. And
no friendly competition.
Yeah, so again, being backstage, you support each other. Sometimes it's not always like that. Sometimes you have people who can give you a little bit of looking you up and down like you're short. Yeah. But
I am
when
short.
you have but as long as you have people like Trish and your kids and your family and friends that support you, I mean, you can just keep doing what you're doing. I think like people like your ex-husband, if he had a problem with it, that's on him. Anything,
hit the road.
You have to live for you. And if he can stand by you and say, "Hey, honey, I'm there with you. I'm here with you. I fix your meals like that. Whatever you do." I think one thing I think also a lot of people go like this. These women probably want to be me and you want to be yeah. But these are two lovely ladies right here. Very lovely.
I think we're still pretty feminine.
Yeah. It's just your different look compared to the everyday woman because you love what you do and you really are passionate. I keep saying it's a passion to be a bodybuilder. Not everybody can do what y'all do. To come in, to train, to work out, to really make those improvements. And also, again, sponsorship does help. I know you've been looking to help people for sponsorships. I know there's guys out there that say, "Hey, Lisa, Trish, you know what? If I do something for you, would you?" No. Stop that. Be like this. Be genuine. Says, Miss Wood, Miss Hill, I like your relationship as coach and friend, and you're very inspiring, especially you, Miss Hill, to get into sport.
Thank you.
Find your way. So, if anyone you're interested in being part of our company, and maybe help y'all along the way in your process and to grow and develop as athletes, we're happy to help you out. And in return, to see you, do the best in your sport, in your field. So, if you're interested, working with a company, we're happy to help you out.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that always.
Yeah. We got here from a man, Lawrence says, Well, Trish, you inspire all the athletes on the way, including clients. You know,
Yes, she does.
Thanks.
yes,
Yes, she does.
that's good. It's good that you have a good relationship because I know some people have a relationship with a coach. You may not even meet their coach, you know, because a
Yeah.
lot of them do online, you know, stuff nowadays, and then you know you might not even see him, like you know. But it's good that y'all like right now they're both at Trish's house
Yeah.
because you know because it was the idea was they're gonna be. So I said, you know what, the screen's gonna be. I gotta you know I only can see one of y'all, and you can you know, but we had to make it more. We can see both of them together, but as I said again, I learned a lot from my discussion with you ladies. I learn and I understand, you know, what it takes to be someone in the sport, especially as a woman.
Mhm.
And you know, and this is what I'll ask you, especially for you, Lisa. What would you want out of bodybuilding for yourself towards the future?
Well, I would like to get my pro card. Um, but what I want out of it is just still to grow and improve. I'm probably my own worst critic. So I look at myself and I see all the things that I want to improve upon. So I just want to keep that discipline and reach my goals.
Hmm. And same thing with you, Trish, because you know you're on your way to the Masters Olympia. You know that can get you Olympia qualified. You know,
Yeah.
what's your future?
You know, just to keep on competing. I just love it. And whether I qualified again next year, we'll see. I mean, I just love it. Winning was just like the cherry on top, right? So
I was so honored to be able to be there to see her win that show. A
Oh, that's
couple of
good.
us surprised her and went out to watch that show for her, and that she won was just, it was incredible.
that was a
It
huge
was
surprise
it was a
too.
great moment. It was a great moment.
Yeah, because I know Teresa was with you at the Clash, and also she competed at the Atlantic Coast.
Mhm.
The Clash, they're gonna have it next year. I think I heard that was just like a one-time thing. I don't know what's going on with that. Some shows have dropped women physique from the lineup. Triple
Yeah,
O, they're not having it this year, but I saw that Annie Rivicchio, who runs Muscle Angels, is being one of the sponsors. Maybe she might change that. You know, you never
I
know.
hope so. We need more
Yeah,
shows.
yeah. I mean, you
I
do
was
have a little bit
noticing not a
more.
lot of shows for pro physique.
Well,
I was noticing that.
well, compared to women's bodybuilding, you do have a little bit more, but yeah, you got kicked out of just saw that Legions
Yeah.
pushed you out because you know I interviewed Yvonne Pennington the day before she won her Olympic qualification. Rika Jones, she's been on my channel and she was the last champion for the St. Louis Pro. And you know, Pittsburgh's having a big thing because they're putting up $10,000 to win physique for their show.
Wow.
That's just about as much. I think it's just maybe not as much compared to the Triple O. I mean, not Triple Texas. I think it's Sarah puts up 15,000 for women's league, and she said she did for this year. Last year, did like you know all competitors from the top from 6 down to 10 got $1,000 a piece.
Nice.
Wow. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I mean, you know, Sarah's stepping up. Respect her passion for bodybuilding, what she's doing. One person I'm not a big fan of. I know you competed with her. Is Natalia. I mean, you, I understand you want to be competitive, but hey, you've been Miss Physique Olympia before. You know,
Yeah.
you've been the top three the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, I understand you want to be competitive. I understand that, but still, you honestly, you're taking opportunities away from people who really want to get there. I mean, you know, I think I talked to one lady who competed at the show. She just felt like this could have been a chance, but
Yeah.
it's tough.
I think with her though, it's her sponsors. She's actually contract to compete a certain amount of times per year.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I understand.
I get it. And everything, but
Yeah, you gotta make your money, or your money make you. This is from me. I says, I believe anything is possible. Lisa, you inspire others as well. Also,
Thank you so much.
this is from a man, Nadio. He says, "Hi, Trish Wood. How many kilos you have on and off season? Do you have different food and off season kilos? He must be from Europe because we go by pounds here, brother.
that's how I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I said, what?
I'm 120 pounds right now, and I competed about 110.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's
So,
the standard.
and
I
ate the
think. I
same
think.
shit all year.
Yeah. Oh, we got here, man. Curtis L. Jr. Curtis is coming through. It says, Miss Hill looking good, and Miss Wood have your glasses cute.
No.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys want to get you ladies out here to get excited. You know, there's an old schmo saying, Lisa. We say, I told this to Trish, when your ladies rock hard, we'll rock hard. That's the situation. But but like I said, we respect, what you do as a competitor, and just the work you put in the time, the sacrifice you have to make. I mean, from my doing these interviews, I get to learn a lot, and just so much that's involved in to be a bodybuilder. Here we got one here from Nudo. He says this. He says, Lisa, when is your plan to take your pro card? Say, well, what she says she's going to probably do Teen Collegiate Masters. That's around July. So we do a live stream. You want to check it out.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean,
I'll do my best.
Well, like I said, that's all you can do. You got to do your best. That's all you can do. Like I said, it's a tough sport. If you do your best is good enough. Sometimes you can ask no more than yourself, and you can ask no more of yourself than anybody else can ask you. So, folks, we do appreciate the lovely Mrs. Lisa Hill and also the lovely Miss Trish Wood coming through, sharing their stories. Also, wish her best of luck, both of them, especially Lisa to get a pro card. Trish possibly maybe, getting the Olympic qualification at the Masters Olympia. Ladies, I mean, really, I can only say best of luck to you. So, while we let you go, you have anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah. Go, Trish.
Yeah. I just have a lot of people that have just joined my pages and stuff, and I just want to thank everybody for the support. It means a lot to me.
I actually have the same. I have a lot of people messaging me, joining my pages, and wishing me best of luck and complimenting me on the progress that I've made. So I appreciate them. I appreciate my friends and family, the people that I work with, Trish for being my coach and now my friend. I just love all the support.
You can't forget your babies. They stand by
my
you. They love
babies.
their mom. They love their mother. My mother, she's been gone for about 4 years. My mom was my woman. I miss her. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. I know that your kids do the same for you. So
absolutely.
Best of luck to you, both of y'all. I hope you do get your opportunities. Maybe someday we get to see y'all both on the same stage together, depending. And just keep doing it. Keep working. Keep doing what you do.
It's on.
Before I let you go, he has to come in. My other guy, he says, ladies, I want to tell you something. You are beautiful. He's behaving himself. Sometimes he's just a character. So
he's a good boy.
Yeah. Some say so, folks. If you want to follow these ladies, I will put Trish's link later in the description. You want to follow her? She's been on here. You can also go to my YouTube channel with the interview we did a while back. Also, if you want to support these women in the sport, in their passion, reach out to them with genuine interest. But guys, don't be that weird guy. Don't stop it. You get more with a silk glove than an iron fist. I know what you're doing with that iron fist. So ladies,
we all know.
Yeah. But ladies, I appreciate you for your time. Thank you. Wish you best of luck in this upcoming year, and I said congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, George.
Like one of my favorite quotes is from in Dark Knight. The movie Batman says, "You never have to." That's why I have this channel to give y'all ladies a voice. So you never have to thank me, but I appreciate it when you do give me time. So, folks, thank you. So, folks, if you want to follow ladies, I will put Trish's link in the description. You want to check her out. Also, if you're interested, maybe she has her own gym, the Iron Addiction. So you want to reach out to her, maybe plan, or if you're a competitor, you're looking for a good coach. She's a pretty good coach. And if you're interested in supporting like Lisa in her path, these ladies, they need all the support you can get. Because like I said, this is a tough sport. It's mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially draining, especially financial part. Because you know what? I mean, but anyway, folks, I thank y'all again. Shout out to the man, Nudo, Chris, my man Curtis, my man KL the Wanderer, Lawrence Perkins, all who came in here and support this live stream. Follow me on my social media platforms. Also follow these ladies too on there. This is me on the way George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Like, subscribe. I am out. Have a good afternoon, and good night, and good luck.
Thank you.